Hey, Sean here, P2R. Last video I showed you guys a little bit about the cylinder block that comes on this brand new TLX Type S. Today I wanted to show you a little bit about the cylinder heads. What I got here is I have the brand new TLX Type S cylinder head, and I actually have the old school. This is from the 15 to 18 TLX, a 3.5 V6 J series. So we got the old school versus the new school, and I wanted to just show you guys basically some of the differences I see pretty quickly and see what I think the potential is going to be on this engine. So with that said, the first thing I noticed right off bat from looking at this head is this exhaust port is definitely a lot smaller than the old school. I mean, this was naturally aspirated. The only reason I can think Honda did it like this is just to spool that turbo up a lot quicker. Based on the dyno graphs, this thing gets power from like 1700 RPM. So I would say that's definitely one of the contributing factors there. This head here, we actually did a CNC port work on this. So this port is actually a little bigger than what it is standard. So this one's got a little bit of a handicap going for it right now. The main thing that everybody was excited about is this head is actually a dual overhead cam. So you can see we have two cam rails now. I don't have the cams in yet, so I haven't actually got a chance to look at the cams and see, what potential is going to be there. These were obviously single overhead cam. I'm going to flip it around, show you guys the intake ports. Just by looking at the ports, you can actually see that the new Type S, the J30AC, has bigger intake ports in comparison to the J35 engine. So definitely looks like the intake flow is a little bit improved just by looking at the actual port itself. Now, one major difference that this head has in comparison to all the J series is this head is actually using lifters. This is the first J series that I ever seen to use a lifter. Well, it is the first J series using a lifter. With that, you got buckets that's going to go in there. To get the jump, we're already starting to work on a CNC port program for this cylinder head. And we already worked with Ferrera, and you see we got stock valves here, and we already got the Ferrera Competition Plus valves ready to go for this head. That's going to work great when we start working on our CNC program and getting a proper valve job done. What I can tell you right now from looking at this head, we're going to pick up a lot of power with a port job on this. Honda was very conservative and left a lot of meat in these valve pockets. It's very, you can almost call it half machine, to be honest. We got a lot of room in there to work with. We just got to make sure we're staying far away from the water jackets, and we're going to get a lot of flow out of this head, and I can see this engine picking up a lot of horsepower with a nice port job. Outside of that, as you can see, we got the car right here with us. We took it to the track on Wednesday, which was the day before yesterday. Did a baseline on the car. We were able to get it to a 1391 at 99 miles per hour. So, decent starting point. Maybe not the fastest, not what most people expected it to be, but we're gonna see how far we can take it and push it from there. We're already trying to build an intake system for the car. We're working on an exhaust for it right now. That's why it's up on the lift. And we'll be back at the track in about 2 weeks to see how much we can improve on the time just with a few basic bolt-ons. As we go from there, we'll then start to work in the valves and the head work and everything like that. So just continue to stay tuned, continue to watch our channel, and we'll continue to push out more content on this engine and this vehicle and see how far we can push it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time.